Okay, so you finally found the right place. You finally found a home, you've made an offer, you've got a contract on it, you're ready to go. It's finally your dream home, your dream condo. You put the mortgage application in, and these are the things that you want to avoid, that you do not want to do. These are the things that my team sees over and over again, and I want to make sure that you avoid the pitfalls that are costly. You've seen these videos before. Just want to make sure that you're avoiding those pitfalls, and these are things that you want to stay away from. So before we get started, go ahead and click the subscribe button. New videos come out all the time. These are things that are going to be very helpful to you, and that's our goal. So if you're ready, let's get started. These are actual stories. These are actual mistakes that people have made. And I know that it's a very exciting time when you're actually buying a place and you're getting ready to get into it. But once you put that application in, make sure you're status quo. Don't do anything crazy. Just continue along with your life. I know that you're excited. You want to redecorate the place. Try to avoid going into a furniture store, okay, and actually putting and looking at furniture. Don't do that until you've actually already closed on the property and gotten in. Here's what happens. You found the right home, you applied for that mortgage, but then if you go to apply for credit for the, even if it's the deal of the decade and it's a deal where 0% financing and all that stuff, it will adjust your credit because you've pulled credit already, and this thing has to close. You've got 30, 45, 60 days, whatever it is in your contract. The bank is looking for stability to make sure that you can perform. They don't want to have anything that can adjust and say, oh my gosh, now you pulled more credit, you're out of whack on your credit, your scores, okay? So you want to decorate your new place. Do that after the fact. Here's another thing that I've seen that happens. We had a gentleman who was excited to buy a new condo, and he went out, and because they were running a sale, he went out and bought himself a new F-150 pickup truck. That was a little bit of money. But, he didn't have to make payments on this thing, and the interest rate was 0%, and he was getting a good deal and all that. Guess what? He ended up not buying his place, okay, because the credit, after they had pulled it, they're like, what are you doing? We already had a mortgage application in. Now you did that on top of it. So even if you need a new car, limp along until you can possibly get closed. Just, again, keep even. Something else you want to do is don't co-sign for anybody, for loans, because, again, this is going to, when they pull your credit, they're going to pull it at the beginning. They're going to pull it at the end. They're going to check references. They're going to check your employment. They're going to check all these things the whole time this is going on. If you make any changes from what you put in originally, that's where the problems start. So don't co-sign. Here's another idea that I've seen happen and really throws a monkey wrench into the whole story is, don't throw any cash into the bank, okay, because this or extra deposits that are crazy into a bank, because the bank is going to say, what's going on here? Now, here's an interesting thing that happened. We had a client who had applied for a loan, and their parents had given them some money. It was a gift, okay? And they put the money into the bank. We had to explain to the bank, the lender, what was going on, why is this additional windfall going in there? We actually had to have them write a letter and put that into the file. Now, if a bank starts questioning things, you don't want the lender to question things. You want them to be solid and make sure that you get approval and you're moving forward. I know it's an exciting time and there's all these moving gears, but just make sure you start the process and finish the process, right? Here's another thing: changing bank accounts. We've seen where people will. My team. This is what we do, guys. We do this every single day. My team will help you with all these things to avoid these pitfalls, but I'm just giving you stories so you can understand what's going on. A bank account, they have a free checking and they get a free Ring doorbell with opening a checking account. Well, the lender wants to know why, you're switching banks or what's going on and all that sort of thing. Just, again, status quo. Don't apply for new credit. Like if you get a credit card in the mail, don't put your application in after you've already put your application in for your mortgage. Again, this is things that are going to rock the boat. Don't close any credit accounts, okay? If you've had credit before, and before you've put in your mortgage application, go ahead and make all your adjustments, get everything organized before you go ahead and do this, okay? Because if you put in an application and make changes after the fact, you know, having too much open credit can work against you, but do that prior to putting in an application in. In other words, they're loan to what you can afford. In other words, the bank may look at it and say, I got an open credit card, and you could potentially run that credit card up even though you don't use that. You know, that's not a bad thing, but do that before you're closing those credit, the things that you don't use. You know, the Home Depot card or the Lowe's card that you had from years ago that you still is showing on your credit report that you don't pull credit for, that's got a high balance, can count against you. So those are the types of things just to look for, because I've seen that happen before. So you know, here's one more thing, guys. You know, 90% of the viewers who watch these videos don't subscribe. So don't be that guy or gal. Go ahead and hit subscribe, will you? Again, I'm trying to help you avoid the pitfalls that are costly. My team does this every day. This is what we do. When you meet with one of them, they're going to give you this. If you pick up the phone, we can talk to you about that. But these are mistakes that I see when people are applying for credit. And these are actual stories. These actually happen. These are things that do go on. And, you know, if you're putting in an application, be steady, okay? Banks like solid. They like steady. You know, don't upset the balance until you've gotten approved. And again, at the end, a lot of times, they're going to still check to make sure you're employed the day before closing. So again, don't make any changes. Don't go and retire. And, you know, when they pick up the phone, the bank, the lender calls, you know, your employer and says, hey, is so-and-so still working there? And they said, oh no, they retired, they're gone now. You know, just wait till you've got everything organized. Okay, guys? Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. If this stuff is helping you, go ahead and comment below, because again, we just want to make sure that you're making smart decisions. We look forward to seeing you in the next episode and hope you're having a fantastic day. Take care, guys. All right, so tell me about where you were coming down the beach and you just said...
I saw Jerry Pinkas standing here, and I learned everything I know about Myrtle Beach from the YouTube videos.
All right, awesome. I'm glad you're watching them. Anything you want to say to everybody?
Pay attention to the videos, because you learn a lot of cool things. I learned about
Watch out, you're going to get wet.
The International Culinary Institute of Myrtle Beach. I went and ate there yesterday, and I found that on one of Jerry's videos. I highly recommend it. It's amazing.
It is amazing.
And you can find everything you want to know about Myrtle Beach for vacation on Jerry's videos.
All right, you're awesome. Hope you're having a great day.
I am.
All right, take care, guys.
You too. I ran into Jerry.
You ran into Jerry, right?
Jerry Pinkas.
Yep.